good weekend. My name is Ifwa Akwa Harrison. Let me take you through what we have worked out for today. 250 students of the Laboni Senior High School sacked for failing terminal exams. We have been on a cyber journey to find out what you do on the internet. Felix will have all the details. Is writing letters still relevant? Do you still have pen pals? Are you excited to receive post? We explore the importance of mail in the internet age. And Malala Yousafzai has won the 2014 Nobel Peace Prize. We tell you all about that in The World is Talking About. Please stay with us.
Supported by Cowbell with Vitarid.
We are on social media. It's facebook.com/NewsGenerationGH or on Twitter @NewsGenGH. Now, the future of 250 students of the Laboni Senior High School is in doubt. This is after authorities dismissed them for poor academic performance in their July end-of-year exams. Authorities of the school say students and their parents agreed to the policy when they were admitted to the school.
The first term of the 2014-2015 academic year has already begun, but the Laboni Senior High School has dismissed 250 students for performing poorly in their promotional exams.
It was such a large number of people, so I was wondering what exactly they did.
I think they should give them the second opportunity, yes, to sit up and learn. They will go for the exams. If they're able to pass, we'll let them go, but if they're not able, they should still give them the chance. If they are not sacked, they think they are doing good. So those who are yet to enter the secondary school will think it is easy, and so when they go, they will not learn. And those who did not pass and they paid some money before going to the school will learn hard and not relax. And to put them on their toes so that they will learn, so that they can pass their WASSCE.
The students who failed in 4 out of 8 subjects were sent packing. Out of those sacked, 155 of them were second-year students who were supposed to go to Form 3, with 95 first-year students entering their second year. 171 students who had an average of 3 failures had also been asked to repeat their forms. According to the headmistress of the school, Maria Mankwa, the dismissal of the students was in line with a policy agreed on by both students and their parents.
Do you think that the action taken by the school is justified?
Well, in some ways it is, and in some ways it's not, because when they give that quota to meet, the students are going to put in their best. And sometimes it's not the fault of the students themselves, and the school has a part to do. The teachers have a part to play. Parents and the students themselves also have a part to play.
Sadly, majority of the students sacked were girls in the day system. Many who could not believe the mass dismissal say teachers of the school should take part of the blame. Should parents of the affected students in a way be blamed for their poor academic performance?
Yes, because the parents have to be blamed, because when their was on vacation or midterm, instead of telling them to go and sit and learn, they don't tell them, then they give them phones to browse, which is bad.
Yes, because when their awards come back from school, instead of them letting them stay in the house and read what they have learned previously, they rather allow them to go to their friends, and mostly they buy them phones, which they used to do unnecessary things.
Maybe authorities of Laboni Senior High would reconsider their decision and give them a second chance to improve upon their performance. If the students are not given the second chance, no school will be willing to admit them, considering almost half of the 2014-2015 academic year has been spent.
And we will be linking up with the Ghana Education Service to see what options these students have now that they've been dismissed. Ever wondered what young people do online? Well, we meet some teenagers who share what they do on the internet with us.
I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Tango.
Viber, Tango, that's Gmail.
I'm on Facebook. I have a scripture union group. I also chat in a class group. And most of the times I just go on Facebook to look at my friends' pictures and for the latest gossip and like pictures. But I don't really chat on Facebook. And Instagram, I only take screenshots of pictures so I can draw them. And I'm on Skype to like video call my friends. Maybe the normal call is boring, so I just go on Skype and then.
Call it obsession, but the internet has come to stay. It has become a part of our daily lives. And young people are not trailing at all. Even children as young as 10 are surfing the web. 13-year-old Joycelyn Doe uses the internet often on weekends. She gets online to find more information to learn.
I go to research mostly on things that I do not understand. Maybe when they teach in the class, I go to have a fair knowledge of what is there on the net. It's on the net. Sometimes I also go to social medias like Facebook and others.
But Joycelyn does not only study online. She is on 4 social media networks.
With Facebook, like I mostly get messages from school and we chat on it. So like it makes me go on it. And mostly we have groups that we also learn on it. So like on weekends we learn with Facebook and sometimes Skype. See ourselves, yes.
There was an attempt once by someone to bully her online.
The Facebook, they send a link for you to go and open. So like to be like they are more like threatening you, more like so that maybe your parents or someone dear to you won't see it. Yeah, and I think maybe that might be classified under the cyberbullying.
Go on the internet to research for assignments, sometimes play games, chat with friends.
We meet 11-year-old Emmanuel Enti. With a smartphone, Emmanuel uses the internet for many things.
I'm on WhatsApp. And on WhatsApp, my friends and I chat about like homework they give us at school. And on Facebook, we sometimes chat and talk about assignments and give each other research tips we have gotten.
He thinks all his peers must be given access to the internet.
And sometimes I try to draw, so I go on Instagram to look at pictures and try and draw them. And sometimes I go on some websites like CyberMonkey to find simpler ways of going through my notes and stuff like that.
Penel Apia Jimam, who is 14, is an avid internet user. Unlike her peers, she never plays games online. She thinks children need more educational materials on the net.
They need educational websites and they also need the entertainment websites, but like some of them overdo it and they end up going to places that are not really entertaining but are promiscuous, like porn websites. I don't see anything entertaining about it, but like people my age go there and I don't see why they do that.
Penel has never been bullied on the web, but she feels unsafe.
There are different kinds of people in the world. Some of them just feel like doing bad things as a source of entertainment, so they might hack into your account and do things the real you wouldn't do. And I don't really like this, so some of the social media platforms, I kind of just omit some of my vital information.
With the growing obsession for the internet, Do young people know what to do when they are bullied online?
If I'm bullied, I don't know who to go to. I've not been bullied on the net before. So if someone tries to bully me, I'll tell my parents about it.
If someone bullies me online, I wouldn't know what to do because we have not been given that maybe that platform. So when we are bullied, we can contact this line or the other.
A simple click can take you around the globe. Considering the benefits and dangers of using the web, should young people have unrestricted access to the web without parental control?
They should take steps to exercise when we go on the internet because some people they might promise and not fulfill the promise. They might behave good and like when they go on the social medias they do bad things. Yes.
I think the controlling should be there because as young children, like we don't really know what is good for us. It's only our parents because they have been there. So I think when they tell us not to go to certain sites, we should just listen to them. When we are of age, we might be given the chance to go.
The complex nature of the internet certainly presents parents with the challenging task to monitor, control, and protect their children online.
Interesting. So what do you do on the internet? Let us know on Facebook. Let's check out local news round.
Water rationing may soon be a thing of the past. According to the Ghana Water Company, expansion works at the pond treatment plant is almost complete. Regional Chief Manager Peter DeVere, who says the project will be ready for test run in December and will be commissioned in early 2015. The $273 million Clone Water project is to expand the treatment plant and construct new transmission means through Dodowa, Adenta to the Accra Booster Station. The project is expected to help improve the water deficit in the capital. Volta Regional Director of the Ghana Health Service, Dr. John Tay Nyote, says cholera cases are on the increase in Hohoi and in Kwantam North District. The number of cholera cases in the Volta region has seen a significant rise with over 400 infected and 6 deaths. The Health Ministry is advising Ghanaians to seek early and proper treatment for all eye conditions. Officials expressed concern that more and more Ghanaians are going blind through eye conditions that otherwise could have easily been treated. It is currently estimated that 240,000 Ghanaians are blind. World Sight Day is held every year to focus global attention on blindness and vision impairment.
So what's up? Well, Swaziland is planning to pay girls $80 a month to remain virgins. Now that's about 60 Ghana cedis, and this is according to the country's media reports. The program, which is said to have been approved by the king of the country, is intended to reduce HIV transmission in the state. Now this is because some young girls in the country are falling prey to sugar daddies, but this initiative has received mixed reactions on social media. So what about boys and girls in Ghana? What do you think? Will you wait to be offered only $18 before you protect yourselves?
Well, I think the money the government will be giving to the young girls, the teenagers, won't solve the problem because the teenagers are going to waste their money on other stuff that will be useless. And I think they should rather advise them on the need to protect themselves from sex in order not to acquire the HIV/AIDS.
They need to be advised, especially they must be educated on sex. Money will not solve the problem, but I think they must be advised.
As for me, I think the government, they should keep their money because some of the girls, they are already virgin, and maybe when they give the money to them, they'll use it for unnecessary things. Because when they give to the girls, it will be wasted.
I'll protect myself. because if like I have the HIV now and I go and I get married, I think I'll spread it.
I don't think the money will help. I don't think the money will help. So we must call all young girls and talk about it. I'll protect myself because the money won't solve the problem.
And what I want to tell them is that they should advise them and educate them.
Your views on WhatsApp. Well, still to come. Are you still excited to receive mail? We'll find out after the break.
When your kids need it all, there's only one drink that's got it. Cowbell Chocomalt. It's got the delicious taste of chocolate, the nourishment of malt, the all-round goodness of milk and sugar for energy, all in one sachet. All I add is water, hot or cold. Now that's real value, and that's real teamwork. Cowbell Chocomalt, 4-in-1 value with a great new taste.
And you're still watching News Generation. Have you liked our Facebook page yet? It's facebook.com/News Generation GH. You can also find us on Twitter. The handle is NewsGenGH. Question: do you still write or receive letters? When was the last time you went to the post office? Well, October 9th was World Post Day, and our reporter Adelaide went out to ask some people if they still write letters in this internet age.
When was the last time you wrote a letter or you received a letter from a friend?
I don't remember, but like what I can say is, for now we don't do that because of the social, like the network, like technology, due to technology.
I don't really remember because I don't get the time to go there now because of how technology has come to stay.
Oh,
why?
It's because nowadays there are modern technologies like the WhatsApp, the text messaging and all stuff. So letter writing is no more common to me.
How we've been able to use our mobile phones to communicate with our relatives and loved ones. We now have social medias like the WhatsApp, Facebook, and the Twitter, where we can communicate with them faster and easier. So I don't really remember the last time I visited the post office.
Now we have social networks like the Facebook and the WhatsApping. So me receiving letter from the post office now, because now you can just be in your room and text a message to your friend, and within a short time, he or she reply to you. So yeah.
These are students of Harvard Senior High School telling us why they don't write letters anymore. So is the post office no longer useful?
Yes, because of how technology has come to change a lot of things. Now the world is becoming a global village because of technology and its influence on us, especially when in terms of communication. And I think that it has made the post office very irrelevant. People would rather stay at home and use their phones to communicate with their loved ones, which is very, very fast, and it doesn't cost much, rather than like going to the post office, boarding a car, paying and all of that. So I think it has made it really irrelevant.
Well, the best person to tell us is David Lamte. He is the principal post manager at the Ghana Post. He has been doing this work for 35 years. A typical day at the post office begins at 5 a.m. David sorts out letters in order of where they are being posted. The work is tiring, but David loves it.
My daily routine is that when they cut the mails from air station, they bring it here. Means that they are not coming to this side. And then I prepare this form, NC 43. Then after that, we register it. We send it to, I have a girl here, I send it to her, then we post it, we post the prepared bill to the country of origin.
David believes the post office is still important, and manager of mails at Ghana Post, Ezekiel Esiedu, also has similar thoughts.
Now, it is very true that the volume of letters is going down, and it's not only for Ghana. It's a worldwide thing because of technology. If you have to register a newspaper or whatever, you will still need the post, because by law, the post is giving the right to facilitate that. You will still be receiving your parcels, which you cannot send on the WhatsApp and all the others. Okay, you still have some printed matter, your dealings with the banks and with other organizations. They won't send you WhatsApp. So the post is still very, very relevant in that regard.
Though people still send letters, numbers are not as much as they used to be before email and the internet. So the post office is thinking up innovative ways to keep young people writing.
The next academic year for the SHS, that's where we are starting from, we want to organize an essay writing competition. It is going to be a biannual exercise. And our prime aim for such a project is to help the children to get back, to writing, and not just sending the text messages where they are caught in using abbreviations all through, so that even when they are writing official scripts, they end up using the same abbreviations which go against them. So the post is thinking of instituting this letter writing competition. And for us, that is the little bit that we can do, to help raise the educational standards of our little children in the system.
As World Post Day is celebrated yet again, attention is drawn to the importance of the postal sector to life and economic development of countries. Who knows, maybe these young people will realize the necessity of keeping physical mail. This year, Ghana Post commemorated the day planted trees at Kwabenya in Accra.
Well, I guess more trees need to be planted to replenish all the trees that go into making paper so people can keep writing letters. It's now time for some sports updates.
Arsenal midfielder Mesut Ozil has been ruled out for up to 12 weeks with a knee injury. The 25-year-old German last played a competitive game for Arsenal in a 2-0 defeat to Chelsea on October 5. An MRI scan in Germany revealed he had damaged his left knee joint. Arsenal are already without injured midfielders Aaron Ramsey and Mikel Arteta. Former Tour de France winner Andy Schleck has retired from cycling at the age of 29 because of a knee injury. The Trek Factory racing rider failed to recover from an injury he sustained in a landing crash on the third stage of the 2014 Tour de France. Schleck was awarded the 2010 Tour de France title in 2012 after Spanish cyclist Alberto Contador was stripped of the yellow jersey for failing a drugs test. British diver Tom Daley says he is not concerned about competing in Russia despite the country's controversial laws on homosexuality. In December 2013, Commonwealth champion Daley revealed he was in a relationship with a man. Russia's government has been criticized for its anti-gay law. The country hosts the World Aquatic Championships next year.
Malala won. Malala Yousafzai is the youngest person to win the Nobel Peace Prize. Malala shared the iconic prize with a 60-year-old who has fought for the rights of child laborers. The world is talking about Malala winning the Nobel Peace Prize.
In a matter of 2 years, teenager Malala's life has both changed and inspired many young people across the world. She's shown exceptional strength and courage in the face of danger. The journey started sometime in 2009 when the BBC Urdu service published Malala's account of girls' struggle for education. The Taliban controlled Malala's Swat Valley district at the time and destroyed many girls' schools. The Taliban was simply cold-hearted towards girls' education, and that worried Malala. Malala's campaign for girls' education spiraled in October 2012 when she was shot in the head. Of course, you perhaps know the story of her journey for treatment to the United Kingdom and the fact that she now lives in schools in Birmingham. But that hasn't stopped her. She keeps going. She keeps campaigning for girls' rights.
They shot my friends too. They thought that the bullet would silence us. But they failed. The terrorists thought that they would change my aims and stop my ambitions. But nothing changed in my life except this. Weakness, fear, and hopelessness died. Strength, power, and courage was born.
And the recognition of her courage and resilience has followed. In 2009, she was the subject of a documentary film. In 2011, she was nominated for the International Children's Peace Prize. In 2012, the Pakistani government awarded her the National Peace Award, which was subsequently renamed the National Malala Peace Prize for those under 18 years. Malala was named one of Time magazine's most influential people in 2013, won the European Parliament Sakharov Prize for Freedom of Thought, was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 2013. Her autobiography, I Am Malala, was released in 2013. She co-founded the Malala Fund, focused on helping girls to go to school and raise their voices for the right to education.
I believe in the power of the voice of women. I believe that when we work together, then it's really easy for us to achieve our goal. When I was in Swat, only few of us were speaking, but still our voice had an impact. And now, not only I, but millions of girls are raising their voice and they are speaking.
She's met with several global leaders, including President Obama, spoken at the United Nations. And now she's a co-recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize.
For their struggle against suppression of young people and children's right to education. Children must go to school, not be financially exploited.
Some of you think the world's most famous teenager, whose life has been unusual in many ways, isn't done just yet.
Inspires me as a young person because she was really determined in changing the world for better for other children, because some of them are deprived of such things to go to school, be educated and become someone really important in future.
She has inspired people, especially children and the youth, to improve upon their talents and to achieve more than expected.
She has inspired people to go to school and have education, because education is the key and can take you higher.
One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world.
And from one determined teenager to another, this young United States lady has a very ambitious goal. Let's find out.
Vertical velocity of minus 80.82 per second. Start enabled, standing by for baptismal separation.
I want to go to Mars because it's a place no one has been. It's completely deserted right now. So I want to take that first step.
Alisa Carson is only 13 years old, but she has big dreams, futuristic ones in fact. The American teenager wants to be the first person to walk on the red planet, Mars.
I think that I have a high chance of going to Mars, basically because I've been training for 9 years so far. As I get older and I continue to do more things, the resume will just eventually get longer. It will help me stand out, and it will help me look unique compared to other people.
She has already been in training for years and has become the first person to attend all 3 of NASA's world space camps to prepare herself. It isn't just a dream now for Alisa Carson. NASA believes she can make it. The teenager says that failure is not an option.
I have thought about possibly being other things, but being an astronaut was always first on my list. Failure is not an option. I don't want one obstacle in the way to stop me from going to Mars.
Let's take a trip around the world.
Leading global health experts at the WHO say the international response to Ebola is helping, but needs to continue. The virus has now reached the capitals of the worst-affected countries in West Africa, Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. More than 1,300 Nigerian peacekeeping troops have been quarantined in Liberia after coming into contact with a Sudanese man who later died of the disease. The United States this weekend has also started screening at 5 of its major airports, including JFK. Meanwhile, in Mali, an experimental serum is being tested on volunteer health workers. The trial spans several countries, and the results will be sent to experts to determine whether it is able to protect against Ebola. Do you pee while bathing? Well, university students in the United Kingdom are being encouraged to urinate in the shower in a bid to save water. University of East Anglia students Deb Storr and Chris Dobson thought up the Go With The Flow campaign. They want the university's 15,000 students to take their first wee of the day while having their morning shower. 20-year-old Chris Dobson said the idea could save enough water to fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool 26 times. The pair want those taking part to pledge their allegiance on Facebook and Twitter and have offered gift vouchers to the first people to join the challenge. 2 kangaroos were caught on camera kicking and punching each other. The battle was filmed by a man who lives on the street in Australia where the scuffle broke out. It went on for ages as they looked pretty evenly matched.
So that's it for this edition of News Generation. Thank you for hanging out with us. Remember, we're on facebook.com/newsgenerationgh. You can also find us on Twitter at newsgengh. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.
Supported by Cowbell with Vitarid.